our little catchphrase essentially has been that we're trying to make the crowd the cloud. So it's not the total digital freedom, right? The little paradise where everyone is both a user and a host. But the idea is to be really, really sober about what it takes to set this shift in motion. So if you think back to what I said about the hosting giants of the centralized web, it's pretty clear that just having a robust ecosystem of hosts can kind of ensure that, you know, it's not a few companies having a monopoly on the data that's produced by all of us. So we want to be able to have tons of people hosting and to facilitate the transition to participatory, democratically governed ecosystems, and to fulfill on this possibility of apps being more like communities of practice and knowledge, like we've been talking about. And so the cool thing about hosting in this way, kind of helping a freer web come about, is that we actually have the opportunity to serve the apps that we really, really want to see in the world, right? By setting hosting prices and priorities. So say you wanted to make sure a reliable distributed wiki comes about, for example, you can set hosting parameters to make sure that it's always available, right? Because as it stands, Wikipedia has to ask for like a ton of donations, right? And most other really popular apps and services have funding structures, right, that make necessary all the things we've discussed we really don't like about our digital experiences at present. I mentioned hosting prices earlier, kind of to hint at the fact that this is not unpaid activism, like I'm sure a lot of us here are used to. Hosting on Holo is actually gains you recognition by cryptocurrency, which institutionalizes, and thus it transparently acknowledges the responsibility of providing infrastructure that comes with hosting as Holochain grows in popularity. So hosts can be paid either by the person using the application or by the provider of the application, depending on how that app is set up.